Shay Renee. So let's just get into it, shall we? What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? We are back to talk about Beyond the Gates, okay? Y'all, I am freaking loving. When I tell you I love this show, oh my God, this gives me all the feels of when I was a little girl watching One Life to Live, As the World Turns, The Young and the Restless with my grandmother. Like it is, oh, it is so, I love it. I love it. I love it. So I want to give a big shout out to my good sis, Miss B. She reached out to me a while ago and she told me about another content creator that was reviewing the show, and she asked me to review the show. And she, I watched some reviews from her recommendation, and it was, oh my God, absolutely amazing. I posted the person, the channel. Please support that channel. They do a great job of reviewing this show as well. Listen, this is giving me all the soap opera feels. I love it. It is, you know what it is, y'all? It is Tyler Perry with good writing. That's what I'm getting from this. I am so excited about this show. I can't even tell y'all about it, but I can't tell y'all how excited I am, but we're going to talk about it tonight. Linda Gamble, the hardest working woman on YouTube, is here tonight. Okay. She says, hit the like button on your way into the chat. Yes, indeed. My good sis is here. Thank you so much for recommending this show, friend. This is absolutely amazing. Okay. Ms. B says, I'm listening too, sis. Yes, listen. Okay. We about to have a good time. We about to have a good time. Okay. My girl D is in the building. D and Miss B are also my members on my members only chat. Everybody that doesn't, also, I want to talk about this. We've been talking about what we're going to do with Patreon. I think what I'm going to do is, so everybody don't got to pay for all these crazy memberships. My membership on Patreon is half the cost of Paramount. Paramount, I believe, is $12.99 a month. And I think for the commercial version is $7.99. So I may play the show on Patreon for y'all. We'll talk about that. But yes, y'all, this show is absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to get into it. And we will have a panel tonight. So listen up, listen good, and get your thoughts together, because we about to get on up here and talk about it. Aunt Natty is in the building, loving Beyond the Gates. Yes, I am loving it too, Aunt Natty. It is awesome. Melinda Taylor says, I love this show. Thank you. Thank you so much for being a member as well. Yes, the show is absolutely amazing. D. Herfer says, me too. It's current, but speaks to the civil rights. Yes, it does. They represent real Black people, not just Black people in a white soap. I love that. I love that about this show. Hey, Shay, Linda, and Chad. What's up, Charlene W? Also one of my members. Thank you so much for joining, okay? Linda Gamble says hello to Melinda Taylor. All right, y'all, so let's get on into it, okay? Again, I told y'all about a channel called So What's Happening Now. Let me get it right. Because their reviews are very, very good. So What You Think? It's called So What You Think. Okay. So I watched every single review from episode 1 on up to 12. Okay. So episode 12, 11 came out yesterday. Episode 12 came out today. So we're going to talk about all the way up to episode 12. Okay. Um, it this show doesn't disappoint. Now, this really shows Black excellence. You know what? I want to say this because I feel good saying this with my audience. This is a miraculous, amazing transition from Love and Marriage Huntsville for my audience. This is something positive. It is scripted TV, but it is good TV. Okay, it just really just brings us back to a positive, centered, everybody's going to look at this show and get their own opinions. Okay. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the positivity and the longevity of this show. I'm gonna tell y'all, looking when I saw the characters of the show, and I started to get into it, Mr. Dupree, right? Vernon Dupree, Clifton Davis. I instantly thought about Amen. I instantly thought of Amen when the daughter, I can't remember her name, but she used to be so in love with him, and then they ended up getting married or whatever. So it just made me think about him on his Amen days. Okay. But yes, y'all, let's just get right on into it. And how we gonna do that is we are going to look at a little quick family tree I created so that we can know who all the characters are. Okay. Charlene W says the ratings are excellent. Yes, it is a very good show. It is so good. I love it. Montrez Jones says Beyond the Gates is so good. Yes, it is. And she says hello to me. Thank you so much. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining. Hey, Shay and Chad. What's up, Terry T Baby for Life? Thank you so much for joining. Also, one of my members. Okay. Is that a member stamp next to your name? Oh, no. But that's okay. Terry is a supporter and we love her. Okay. Charlene W says Clifton looks good for 79. Yes. And still acting. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. Okay. But y'all, let's get right on into it. So I'm going to turn my camera off for a second so that y'all can see this. So I did a little chart, okay, so that we can follow along and know what's going on with these here characters, okay? So we are going to summarize the whole kit and caboodle real fast by going through the characters, okay? Y'all with me? Y'all with me or not? Okay. So, Vernon Dupree is a senator, okay? Now, what made me really love this show is that it is based in Prince George's County, Maryland, which is where I live, okay? Prince George's County is supposed to be is named as one of the richest counties of Black people in I believe in the United States. But yes, Prince George's County has a lot of wealth. It has a lot of prominent Black people. Okay. Now, Fairmount Crest, shout out to Karen Huger. She was in the first episode, which I thought it was very interesting that her ass was sitting at the bar, child. Okay. So Karen, it was shown at the end of it, small welcome to Fairmount Crest or something. I was like, girl, what? But anyway, Vernon is a Vernon Dupree is a senator, and he is married to Anita Dupree, which is a former model. Okay, so Danny Dupree, which is their daughter, kind of followed in Anita's footsteps as a model. But yeah, Fairmount Crest, like I said, the interesting thing about where they filmed this, they don't actually film it here in PG County. They actually filmed the show in Atlanta, which I think is very odd. I mean, they could have easily come here and filmed it at, one of the country clubs here in PG County, or, one of the prominent little golf courses or whatever. They could have done that, but, I guess they decided not to do that. But I think Fairmount Crest is more of one of those things where I think they're pretty much trying to imitate like a Potomac kind of thing. Potomac has a lot of rich people too, but that's Montgomery County, and PG County is more of that affluent, middle class to high class Black person, right? So that's what they're imitating. Now, I went to Fairmount Heights High School, which is nowhere near affluent, okay, if you catch my drift. But D said Atlanta. Oh, Shout out to Cheryl Poole for becoming a new member. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate you. Kalani Harrelson, also one of my members, says, nah, Atlanta give out tax breaks for film and television. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That's why D said Atlanta is cheap to film. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. That makes sense. So that makes it that makes sense why they filmed it in Atlanta and didn't film it here actually in PG County. But nevertheless, the show is still absolutely amazing. Love it. Don't care where they filmed it. They are basing it off of my city. I mean, off of my place to live. So I love that. I love that. So getting back to let's get y'all connected with the characters, okay, before we start getting into the goings ons. So Vernon Dupree is a senator. Anita Dupree is his wife. They have two daughters, okay? Anita is a former model, successful model. Dr. Nicole Dupree Richardson, okay? She is a prominent psychiatrist, okay? She is a therapist. And her husband, Ted Richardson, is a surgeon. He works at the hospital. So both of them are doctors, okay? So the Dupree's other daughter is Danny Dupree. Danny Dupree is she is followed in her mother's footsteps. She's also a prominent former model, okay, but she gave up her potential modeling career because she was doing well when she was modeling, but she gave up her modeling career because of Bill Hamilton. Bill Hamilton, which is now her ex-husband, okay, he asked her to stop working. So she stopped working and went on and, she went on and decided to be a housewife. Okay. But the twist to the story, let's get to their children. So Danny Dupree and Dupree Hamilton, that is, and Bill Hamilton had two daughters, Naomi Hamilton and Chelsea Hamilton. Okay. Now, Naomi Hamilton is married to Jacob Hawthorne. Naomi is a lawyer and Jacob is a detective. He's a officer of the law, okay? So, Naomi was friends with Haley Lawson, now Hamilton. Haley Lawson Hamilton now. So, Bill Hamilton started sneaking around with Haley, which is Naomi's friend, and ended up divorcing Danny so that he could be with Haley. We're gonna get into Miss Haley and her delusional behavior on this show because, girl, what? You just acted like y'all was supposed to be one big old partridge happy family after all the shit that you done did. But baby girl, the delusion is very real. But we're gonna get into that. Naomi Hamilton, Jacob Hamilton, they're married. Now, Jacob, we're gonna get into how Jacob got on my damn nerves. Jacob, baby, you are taking your job way too serious, sir, in my opinion. I can't stand how you decide that locking up your mother-in-law is so important to your job. When that job hands you your walking papers and fires the fuck out of you, your family is always going to be there for you. I don't understand how you can sit up here and go along with this and you act like you're so on the up and up, but you were doing dirty deeds for Mr. Bill Hamilton, sir. Okay. Now, Bill Hamilton is also a prominent lawyer. Bill Hamilton is a prominent lawyer and he has done deeds for the family. Okay. And the family has helped him to become the excellent lawyer that he is. Mr. Vernon Dupree was a former civil rights activist fighting alongside the likes of Martin Luther King, according to their representation. Okay. And all of the peoples in the past. And he helped Bill as his son-in-law to get to where he is. Okay. So let's move over to the other side of the family Dupree of the coin. Okay. Dr. Nicole Dupree is married to Ted Richardson. Dr. Nicole Dupree Richardson is married to Ted Richardson. Okay. They have two children. They have their son, Martin Richardson, who is married to Bradley Smitty Smith Richardson. Okay. He is of the LGBTQIA alphabet community. Okay. He is a homosexual man, which is nothing wrong with that. They are married and they have two children. Okay. Then there is Catherine, aka Kat Richardson, which is their youngest daughter, their younger child and their daughter. Okay, and then they have Andre Hamilton, which I don't know why his last name is Hamilton. I guess we will figure out something down the line. Okay, it must be some foolishness awry or somebody that named him wrong up here on the IMDb. Okay, but yeah, Andre Hamilton is actually Ted Richardson's nephew. Okay. Unfortunately, his parents were unalived in a freak accident. So Ted and Nicole stepped up to raise him. Okay. Which kudos to them for taking him in and doing such a thing. All right. So then we have at the top Eva Thomas and Dana Leslie Thomas. Okay. Dana is a crazy, deranged woman that apparently Ted slept with and cheated on his wife with in the past and had a baby. Okay. They had Miss Eva. All right. I'm a when we get into the review, y'all, I don't think that Miss Dana told Ted that she had a kid. Okay. I don't think that man would have left his child, but we can discuss that. I don't think that man would have left his child. Okay. But baby girl Dana, she is very cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Baby girl crazy as hell. She is crazy as a freaking June bug. Okay. So remember this chart, y'all. We gonna use this chart until we get used to the characters. Okay. And shout out to um the So What You Think podcast. I actually saw that they did an amazing diagram. So I said, let me do one on one page because we're like crash coursing episode 1 through 12 in this thing. So I needed to have a quick reference of how to show y'all who all the characters were. Okay. So we're going to take this down and we're going to start from the beginning. Okay. Thank you. Shout out to you, Cheryl Poole. Cheryl Poole says, good diagram. Thank you. I've been working on this doggone thing all day. Okay, all day long. Okay. Naomi and Chelsea belong. Naomi and Chelsea belong to Danny, not Nicole. Right. Yeah. Yeah, Aunt Natty, I have them over here. They're right here. Danny is here, and then Naomi. Y'all can't see my mouse pointing at it, but yeah, I have Naomi and Chelsea over here under Danny and Bill. And Kat and Martin are Nicole and Ted's kids. I think I did that right. I think so. But yeah, if you see it over there, that's they're right under there. But if he didn't and someone else did it without the discretion, they will be mad saying, how come you didn't arrest her? He can't win for winning, win for losing. Yeah, you're right. But I just think that he was too eager and too pressed. Like, you know what I mean? Like I would have been one of those people that I don't know. It's you're right, Kalani. It's like you're damned if you do and damned if you don't kind of thing. Cheryl Poole says, I thought about the last name and I said his mother must be Ted's sister. Right. Must be. Must be because for the last name, or it may be some backhanded stuff later on where he related to Bill some kind of crazy way. Who knows? My girl Sweet Pea is in the building. What's up? She says, hey Shay, what's up? What's up? Thank you for joining. Also one of my members. Okay. Also one of my members. It's correct. Cheryl Poole says, okay, thank you. I just wanted to make sure. I was like, shoot, I thought I tried to do the right thing on this here chart, child. I'm working on this thing all day. Well, in between working and doing, doing my full-time job, that is. Ted's brother was Andre's father. Yes, he was. He was Andre's father, but I connected him to Ted because that's how he's in the family. D Herfer says it's right. Okay, perfect. I just want to make sure, child, because I don't want to be showing y'all no wrong stuff, child. Okay. All right, so let's get into everybody's story. I'm going to take my little cheat sheet chart down real fast, and we're gonna get into some things. We're gonna get into the thing, okay? All right, let's do this here. We're gonna do a little bit of that and take a little down like that, like so, like that, and we're gonna come back up on the camera. Okay. All right. So jumping right out the gate. Now, hold on, y'all. This thing don't want to come down. We're gonna let that there come on down. All right, starting up out the gate. Okay. Alan Dupree and his wife, Anita. Okay. They are very prominent members of this Fairmont Crest community. I don't know why my face look like it is freezing up, y'all. Can y'all hear me? Is everything working okay? Hold on, let me make sure everything's right because I don't want no problems. Am I freezing? Hold on, let me get out of some other stuff so I can. Let me know if I'm freezing, y'all. Cause it looked like my lips are moving slow or something. I don't know. But if it's not, I'ma just keep going. One, that means good. That means everything good. Okay. All right. Well, let's just keep going, y'all. Yes, Cheryl Poole says we all good. Okay, perfect. All right. So the Dupree family is very well known for the community. What really pissed me off in the beginning was how Haley just felt like she was just entitled to be close to this family. You are crazy and deranged, Haley. Okay, good. I'm glad you can hear me, Cheryl. Good, good, good. Linda says the sound is great. Okay, perfect. Haley and Bill are getting married. So Danny and Bill have just finalized their divorce. Okay. And now, just a couple of days later, he's going to marry Haley. Now, Haley, they have been around her since she was a little girl, apparently. She's had sleepovers over their house, and the whole time she lusting after this lady's husband. Here's my thing. How can you do that? And then she was just going around them at the country club like they were supposed to be excited to see her. Like, yes, are you guys going to be at my wedding? I'm so excited. This is like the best time of my life. Everybody, I would love for you to come and support me. Like, I just really want the family to stick together. Girl, what? Haley, you are crazy as a June bug, ma'am. You are absolutely insane. You just took this lady's husband, and then you think you're supposed to still be besties with Naomi, and you sleeping with her daddy? You're not exactly the stepmother of her dreams, honey. And then, correct me if I'm wrong, Bill and Haley don't even look good together, if you ask me. He is clearly much older than her, even in appearance. But this guy, the guy that plays Bill, he plays this type of role all the time. Because even when he was on Queen Sugar and he was one of the main characters' husband and they got a divorce, this is what he does. He's a cheater and all this stuff. This is like his storyline. This is what he did. Okay. So moving on, they are getting married, and then the Fairmont Crest community, they are buying a house in that neighborhood. She looks to, hold on, I have another media thing for y'all to look at for the extras. Okay, it's some extras. I thought it was interesting how in the beginning they were introducing these characters. um it was like they would have like a scene and then go away from the person. And it was like, I don't even know these people's name. Like, what is going on? Who are they? So here are the extra people, y'all. So there is Ashley, okay, and her boyfriend Derek, which shout out to his last name is Gavin. That's my baby's name, okay? But yes, they are, so Ashley and Derek, okay? Um Ashley is friends with Naomi, okay? So how she gets into the picture is she is going to end up having a relationship, a friendship with Andre, and then that's going to cause a problem down the line, and this, that, and the third, okay? Then we have, actually, I was coming over here to talk about Vanessa. Okay, Vanessa was the real estate agent. Okay, she's the real estate agent that was selling Haley the house. Okay, now Vanessa, which is Vanessa, I believe her last name is Parker. Okay, she is married to Randy Parker. Okay, now Randy Parker Randy is also a doctor, but he has a gambling problem. So Vanessa be out here selling houses, but screwing guys all in the houses instead of selling them to him. Okay, she is bored in her marriage because he don't never her husband don't never spend no time with her. So she be out here hunching and munching on all the other men that's not her husband. Okay, but she also in the meantime, is a big time real estate agent. She sells all the houses in Fairmount Crest. So this was the last house that was left in the neighborhood. So Haley was so pressed to get this house. I'm like, girl, Bill had a house in another neighborhood. Why are you so pressed to live over here with these people and they don't like you? She was talking to Vanessa told her that she's going to be in the neighborhood and nobody's going to like her and everybody's going to want to try to get her out of the neighborhood. Now I was reading some comments on Twitter where some people were like, yeah, she that was wrong of her to say that. That's unprofessional for you to be like saying that to her. I mean, she was just being honest with the girl. And Vanessa is also best friends with child. We got to get all these names together. Hold on, y'all. She's best friends with one of the Dupree daughters, not Danny, but her sister. Okay. She is best friends with the good doctor. All right. So Vanessa, goes over and lets the family know. Is she best friends with Danny? Yeah, she's best friends with Danny, not the doctor. For some reason, my notes say that she's friends with the doctor. She's not. She's friends with Danny. Y'all are right. So she goes and tells Danny about Haley and Bill buying this house. And she also lets her know, listen, girl, I got your back. I told them not to buy this daggone house. I tried to get them up on out of it, but they don't want to listen. They ain't want to hurt me. So I'm just like, okay, girl, go on buy this house. I'm gonna go ahead and get this money and get this sale. I don't know, Haley. You got balls of steel, honey, because there is no way that I would want to walk out of my house every day and see my ex, my husband's ex-wife. It's absurd. It's absolutely absurd to me. And then for you to think that the neighborhood is going to accept you, and the Duprees are very prominent in the neighborhood. They're like they are really the meaning of the Joneses, keeping up with the Joneses. They are the Joneses. And you still want to act like everything is all cool. I don't get it. Don't get it. Don't get it. Haley is supposed to be a young lady that has lived a hard life. She didn't really her parents weren't really there for her. So that indeed is why the Hamiltons took her in and took her under their wing. Okay. So Haley, was hanging around Naomi, and I guess eventually she was hanging around Bill's peen. Okay. So now they're married. She got all that she wanted to get. And Bill, on the other hand, he still has, I don't know what this sick vendetta is. I'm going to just take myself off camera. We're going to go through these pictures, y'all. And just until we get used to the characters. Bill has some sick obsession with Danny. Because even when they were getting married, I wonder, tell me in the comments what y'all think. I wonder if Bill has something on Mr. Vernon. Because why would they? I wonder what it is. It has something to do with the grandson. It has something to do with Martin and his dreams that he has. I don't know if Martin acted on. Martin is also in he works for the government some kind of way too. I think he's a senator as well, or I forgot what his position was, but he's something in the government like his grandfather because he looks up to his grandfather a lot. So Bill told Mr. Dupree, if you don't have your family at my wedding, because Haley was like, I don't want to walk out there and only have our employees there. That's going to make me look so like it's going to make it look bad and nobody's going to come and support us. And I don't want to get married like that. Let's just go run off and get married somewhere. I think that Mr. Bill has something on Mr. Vernon Dupree. And I think it has something to do with Martin. I think Martin must have did something while he was having one of his sleeping spells, and I think he did something to somebody, and Bill helped to cover it up. That's what I think happened. I definitely think something happened, and he was threatening, he was calling in a favor. Now, my thing is, you are, when are the favors going to stop? When are they going to end? When is it going to end? I don't know when it's ever going to end, but I don't think that the end is in sight. That this act Haley is putting on is not it. There's more to her story. Oh, I think so too. I absolutely, and trust me, I think Bill using her too. Seriously, he said has so much vitriol for Danny and her family. Yeah, and that's crazy because her family is who got is who, why he is where he is. Okay, I think he has something on Martin the congressman. Yeah, I think so too. Yes, I think so too. I think that's exactly what happened. And Bill helped to cover it up. Bill does have something on Vernon and Anita. It was said, but we don't know what yet. Yeah, and they haven't admitted to what it is, and Bill got them off. Yep, I think Danny got something up her sleeves. I'm waiting to see. I hope so too. I hope that she gets. I hope she gets Bill back because I'm sick of him. But my thing is, Anita and Vernon. I know you love your grandson to pieces, but they made Danny. They told Danny that she has to go to this wedding. Danny was going to leave and go to Paris because she didn't even want to be around when they were getting married. She didn't want to be a part of it. She's heartbroken. She really wants to be back in her marriage. Child, she even went over to Bill's suite that he was in before he got married, and she groveled to him. She laid it all out like, please, Bill, you don't really want to do this. You still love me, I'm sure. We can be together. And Bill played right into her heartstrings. He was like, yeah, we did have some good times, right? But that's over. I was like, damn. Mm, 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 mm. This man is super duper freaking harsh. I cannot believe it. Like, I just, my thing is, the whole situation with Danny, first of all, she smacked the heck out of Haley. She smacked the shit out of her in that country club. I was like, damn, Danny, you smacked all of her existence out of that broad. Like right next to Karen Huger at the bar, by the way. Smacked the entire shit out of her. And Haley didn't press charges, even though Bill, I think she's a paralegal at Bill's company, right? So that means Bill probably got her a job there working for him as a little intern or something. And now they together. Ain't that nothing? Absolutely crazy. I don't even know how you can think that's cute dating somebody that is the same age as your daughter. That is disgusting. But moving on. Haley definitely listen. She smacked fire out of that bitch, and she deserved it. I didn't care, but I thought for sure Bill, as much as he hates Dandy, he would sit up there and try to press charges on her. But he did. He tried to. He waited and waited, but Haley was the one that kept telling him, "No, that's not going to help us to be a family again. Leave her alone. Don't even let's just let it go. Let's just get married. Let's move on." Haley, I don't know what rose colored glasses you have on. She was literally, y'all, she was like vexing my whole entire spirit and soul when she kept on acting like she was like, they're like just one big happy family. They can all be cool again. Like Danny is going to be the stepmother, the mother that she always never had again. And her and Naomi going to be the besties. That is so crazy to me. Now, Bill did all this stuff to Danny, and of course, Naomi and Chelsea are having a hard time dealing with it. So, oh, I'm sorry. Let me see. Monique Rutledge said, Shay, what is the trainer name? Which trainer? It was a trainer on there. Did I miss something? Haley had it coming. Let me know which trainer you're talking about. I think Danny got something up her sleeve. I'm waiting to see. Yeah, I think she does too. But let me know what trainer you're talking about, Monique. Um, but yeah, Naomi is pissed off at her daddy. She ain't rocking with Bill. She's like, you did all of this to my mother, and then he ended up having her locked up because after the wedding, or actually during the course of the wedding, Danny decides to pull a pow pow out on Mr. Bill and his new blushing bride. Okay. Now, Chelsea, the youngest daughter, she is also a model and a social media influencer. Okay. So she's following in her mother and her grandmother's footsteps of being this supermodel, but now she has the social media influencer gig on top of that. Now, the photographer at the wedding luckily wasn't taking pictures. He wasn't recording anything at the time because he was in such shock over Danny pulling out the pow pow. However, La Miss Chelsea was live the entire time. The entire time. Okay. So it was all over the internet what happened to at the wedding. So, child, Danny ended up getting a whole fan page off of it. And, she got a whole group on Facebook that is cheering her on, for goodness sake. Child, it was a mess. So, because of all of this, once Bill found out that this indeed was all over the internet, he used this because Haley was like, let's just let this go. Let's just get married. Let's go on our honeymoon. I want to have a good time, blah, blah, blah. So they getting ready to, she trying to have a good night on their wedding night. And Bill is still worried about thinking about ways to get at Danny. So he's like, I want to have her locked up. She pulled a pow pow out on us. I'm like, what the heck? I, child. He just could not help it. He could not help it. Okay. Aunt Natty says Vanessa. What about Vanessa? Who's Vanessa? Who that, Aunt Natty? I'm looking through the character list. I'm like, I don't see nobody named Vanessa yet. But I guess we'll get. Is that what? I don't know if that is the. Somebody remind me in the chat who Nicole's assistant was. Not the young girl that got hurt, but the lady with the really really short hair that ends up ushering in the crazy woman. Remind me of what that lady's name is. I'm about to pull up the list of the characters real fast so I can see if I see her, but I don't see her on this IMDb list. But is it not Mona Wilson? I don't know. But anyway, let me know who that is because we're going to get into that side of the chart in a little bit. Vanessa is the realtor. Yes, she is the realtor. So, yeah, what about Vanessa? Vanessa was the one that sold them the house. That was what it was. Okay. So, Chelsea is also a little freak. Okay. Chelsea likes to get down. She does stuff with couples, with individuals. Okay. Chelsea does the do. All right. Not only does she go on the internet and air out her parents, she does the do. All right. The assistant's name is Laura. Laura, I think that's the young girl that got hurt. I'm talking about the other lady that is friends with the cuckoo nest lady. The lady that has the daughter, Dana Leslie. The one that she goes and has lunch with this lady and the nurse lady's mother. She was also on Southern Charm for several seasons. Oh, who was on Southern Charm? I love me some Southern Charm. Linda D. Herford, that's our show. But y'all got me getting off track. Let me pull up this cast list so I can make sure I'm telling y'all the right names. Okay. And I'm gonna look at my little chart. Give me 1 second, y'all. Cause I want to make sure that I'm giving y'all her name is Mona. Oh yeah, Mona, the assistant. The other, I think she's the other assistant or whatever. And Laura is just like, I don't know. I don't know why she needs two assistants, but I guess she that good. But moving on, Chelsea is overly upset that she went on ahead and she had the thing all over the internet. Her mother got popular off of it, but it ended up getting her mother locked up. So when it turned into her getting locked up, I don't understand. This is where I'm confused. And Kalani, I know we were talking about how, Mr. Jacob, he was just doing his job, child. Mr. Jacob was doing his job. However, I feel like Mr. Jacob was doing his job a little bit too well. I think he was doing too much. I don't have no pictures of Jacob. That's jacked up. Probably because I really wasn't fooling with him. He pissed me off because he locked up my girl. But Jacob came to the house. And first, before Jacob came to the house, Jacob was talking to Bill. And I felt like, correct me if I'm wrong, Bill was asking him to do him a favor. And I think he tried to make it seem like, oh, yeah, if you lock her up, it'll be better because, rather somebody we know than some random person. I think you should do it. He wasn't telling him to lock her up because he had her best interest at heart. I think he was doing it because he wanted to humiliate her even more. Yes, Martin also he does play on Fatima. He's actually Fatima's ex-boyfriend that has the crazy deranged wife that pretends to be Fatima for him because he's so obsessed with Fatima. Which shout out to Zatima. I think that's getting ready to come back on, if I'm not mistaken. Reality with DVD. Mona's the house manager. Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense. And then Laura is the assistant. Kalani is laughing. Why are you laughing, girl? Yeah, we know Bill is manipulative. He absolutely is. I love seeing your take on this, Kalani, because you are like the expert at scripted movies, TV shows, and stuff like that. So I'm excited to actually uh I would love for you to come up on the panel when we put it up. So anyway, y'all, let's move on from La Chelsea. Okay, Chelsea at one point wanted to quit her modeling career because her mama was doing team too damn much. But now she's sticking with it. She gonna stay on social media because her mother forgives her. She told her that it's not her fault for her going on social media. Moving on. Now we have her cousin, Kat. Okay. Now, you know what? We're not going to talk about Kat yet because Kat rolls into crazy Dana Leslie Thomas. This woman. So we're gonna skip past that for now. Let's go to this character here. Okay. This is Ashley. All right. So Ashley is a nurse. She works at the hospital. Okay. And she is excited. She always wanted to become a nurse. She is, going to the hospital, working for her first day. And her boyfriend's name is Derek. Okay. So Derek is a firefighter. This is Derek. Let me see. No, that ain't Derek. That is Martin's husband. Okay, I ain't put Derek up here, but he is Derek is like her. They is the same ethnicity. Okay. So Derek, actually they're both on this chart. So Ashley and Derek, they are both public servants. Okay. So Ashley, she was at the hospital when here go Jacob right here, little bastard. I can't stand him. But it is what it is. So anyway, Ashley is working one day and she's being she is shadowing the main RN on the team, and she learning all the ropes. So Ashley is there, and then in comes Andre. Okay, now remember, Andre is the nephew of Ted. Okay, so Andre is Ted's nephew. All right, so Andre is a photographer. He takes all the photos and the things. Okay. He is real popular and he is good at what he does. But Andre likes Ashley. Andre is also a playboy. Andre likes to dip his peen wherever it will go. And he likes to go out the back door and leave. Okay. He is not a relationship guy, but Ashley is a relationship girl. So Naomi and the rest of the family warn him because she is friends with Naomi, and let her know, listen, don't be messing with him and leave my friend alone. Okay. Leave my friend alone. She got a good boyfriend. Don't nobody got time for you to be messing with my friend. Okay. You ain't got nothing going on for you. Okay. Who said Ashley gets on my nerves? Really? Ashley ain't done nothing to me. Oh, look, Kalani, like, what Ashley do, child? Why is Andrea drooling after her? He puts the B in basic. Child, listen, she puts the B in basic. Yeah, I don't know why. Derek puts the A in basic. D, you are funny. I'm like, if you don't leave that lady alone, she got a man. Right, exactly. I think you know what? I think that Andre likes what he can't have. That's what I think. I think Danny about to have Andre sprung. Yeah, we're gonna get into that too. She just annoying. D says she's dull. Okay. Okay, I can see that. I think her character is going to develop though. I really do. I think her character is going to develop. So one day, her and Andre are getting on the elevator together. Okay. She's leaving to go home from her shift because she's so excited to be a nurse. Okay. And her and Andre are in the elevator with a pregnant woman. So they end up delivering a baby together, which I thought was interesting. So they deliver a baby together. They get out of the elevator. Once they're out of the elevator, her boyfriend sees them together, Derek, and he's like, this Andre guy, I've heard you talking about him. So this what he looked like? So Derek looking at him like, uh-huh. So you, Andre, huh? Keep your peen away from my girl. Okay. You keep your peen away from my girl. Because I don't know what you got going on, but you're gonna leave my girlfriend alone. Okay. Don't mess with my girl. Because I'm gonna be the one to bring it to you. Okay. Derek is a little jealous, but he trying not to say nothing because Ashley really isn't giving him any reason to really be like, concerned. So Ashley is so excited. She's like, "Oh my gosh, I delivered my first baby. Everybody's so proud of her." She's so excited that Andre was there with her, or whatever the case may be. And the lady names the baby after the both of them. So I'm like, Andre, you don't even know how to hide that you flirting with homegirl. But moving on. All right, y'all. That is the story of Ashley for now. She ain't really got much going on. So let's get into let's go back to Andre. So Andre starts to knock boots with Danny. Okay. Danny over there was getting cobwebs out the gate because Bill, they ain't been knocking the boots. So she over there and her and Andre get to getting and talking and smoozing. And I'm like, I don't even know how that happened. I know technically they're not related, but if Ted and Nicole raised him, I can't help but to think that she would look at him like a nephew. I just feel like I don't know. I just think it's kind of weird. I think it's kind of weird, but I'm glad that Stella is getting her groove back, nevertheless. Monique Rutledge says, yes, Auntie Natty Andre is sprung, and then he's going to lose his mind later on. Child, I will be interested to see that. Kalani Harrelson says, not yet. Okay. 37 likes, 33 in the chat. Okay. Oh, well, I guess that's kind of a good imbalance. Juan D, also one of my members. Thank you so much for joining. Says, good evening, Shay and Chad. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Okay. Thank you so much for joining. So yeah, y'all, Danny and Andre start screwing. And Danny kept on telling him that they done screwed like 4-5 times at this point. But she kept on telling him from the beginning, she's like, this is not going to be anything. We are not going to be together. Like, please understand, we just getting down for the rug burn. That's it. That's it. That's all. We getting down for the rug burn. Get on out of here. This ain't happening no more. Okay. But every time she would say that, she would call him back over there because she's like, I ain't never had it like this before. Let me tell you something. Old Bill wasn't giving you the stanky leg like Andre, okay? He wasn't putting a little twirl in his swirl, all right? Bill looked like he got a bad back. Haley over there doing all the work. Okay, she riding him up and down the street. He ain't doing no work. Bill done thrown his back out, stabbing other people in the back. That's what he doing. He don't got no motion in the ocean. So Danny got her groove back with Andre. Okay, Andre probably was picking her up, having her dangling from the ceiling and everything. Okay, so moving on. Moving on, Danny goes over to Haley's house and tells her, I am over y'all. I'm done. I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you, Bill. I'm done with you and Bill. I'm over it. I'm ready to move on. Okay. But then Bill goes and does something that makes Danny think that Bill did this because he really just still, him getting her locked up. When he got her locked up, she thought, wait a minute, that means he still cares about me. He got me locked up because he actually still loves me. And the parents was like, wait, baby girl, hold on. You cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. The mama said, listen, hey, stupid. The only reason why he dropped the charges on you, okay, is because Haley told him to. She told him to drop the charges. He did not want to drop the charges, honey. What is going on with you? You crazy as a June bug. Okay? Yeah, D, you right. She said I couldn't believe Danny went there. Yeah, I was like, oh my God, Danny is losing her damn mind for real, for real. Okay. Not Bill Hockey Bill Fine though. Yeah. Danny wanted that young thing. She definitely did. Bill Fine though, he low down, but for my age group, he cute to me. Yeah, he is a little attractive. But him and Haley just don't look good to me. It looked like he her father. That's what it looked like. Andre got that young peen. He sure enough do. Okay, and strong back. Back got girth. He got some strength on that back. Still got some, got some wear on it. Okay. The trainer that slept with the realtor that's married, the gambler. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I think I know who you're talking about. So yeah, we can talk about that. Yeah, he is tall. He is very, very tall. There is a character on here. So Vanessa's husband. Okay. They didn't really show him very much, but I think they're going to get into him a little bit more as the series progresses. Vanessa's husband, the realtor lady, he has a really, really bad gambling problem. A really, really, really bad gambling problem. Okay. And Randy, okay, this is Rand. Oh no, that ain't Randy, child. Hold on. I thought I had Randy up on here. Hold on. Hold on, please. Is Randy on here? Let me see. No, he not on here. But anyway, I didn't load it up, but I'll make sure I have it up next time, just so we, until we get used to all the characters. But Randy is, I don't know if he's some type of bookie or what. He owns the place, but he was the one like fronting Vanessa's husband money and whatnot. So basically, he over there spending. He's supposed to be a doctor, but he has a really bad gambling problem, and he over there spending all their damn money while she out here freaking leaking with the young guys and the trainer. Okay. So shit gonna hit the fan between them, and then Vanessa gonna end up having more of a larger part in the show because homeboy over there shitting away their money. So let's get into the craziness that surrounds the Richardson portion of the family. Okay. So here we go. Ted Richardson. He is a prominent surgeon, okay? And I forgot what the fake name was for the hospital, but I believe they're trying to imitate, because it's a hospital in DC. So they're trying to imitate Georgetown University Hospital, which y'all, fun fact, I was born at Georgetown University Hospital in DC. He's a heart surgeon. Okay. I knew he was a surgeon. I didn't know exactly which one. So yes, he is a heart surgeon. So he's a heart surgeon, and Dr. Nicole Dupree, she is a psychiatrist, okay? A very prominent one at that. So, Mr. Ted had a one crazy night with crazy Leslie. Okay, she is going around telling everybody to call her, telling her daughter, rather, Eva Thomas. Okay, she telling Eva to call her Leslie and to make the people think that she, took her in. She's her surrogate mother. Okay, um, this is a bunch of bullshit to me. I don't understand what Leslie is doing. Leslie went so far as to she got on a motorcycle, child, ran poor Laura, which is Nicole's assistant, off the road, trying to unalive baby girl so that she could get her daughter Eva the job. Okay, so she used child, what y'all say the other damn lady's name was? That is her, the house lady. Let me go back up because I didn't have no pictures of her. What's the house lady name again, y'all? So anyway, Leslie is friends with the house lady. Okay. Anyway, she is friends with that lady. So Mona, that's her name. Mona is the house manager. So she's friends with Mona. They go to lunch together all the time and they be hanging out. So she knew this is how she keeps dibs and tabs on Ted and his wife Nicole. My thing is, it's very interesting that Mona is so close. She's so close to Nicole, and Nicole trusts her and trusts her judgment and this, that, and the third. That's why she went ahead and hired Eva basically right off the spot to replace Laura while Laura was recuperating from her injuries. But they've never crossed paths. Like Nicole never goes to this little place that looks like the lunchbox off of Roseanne. I don't know. But she's never seen her, never decided to get to know this lady. Okay. So at some point they're going to end up crossing paths because Mona, I want Mona at some point to realize, because with all this crazy stuff, let's get into the crazy stuff that Leslie is doing. So Leslie has put it in Eva, her daughter's head, that her father just didn't want her. He knew about her and didn't come back for her. He didn't care about either one of them. Here's what I think. I think that Ted didn't give a shit about her. I think that Ted, dropped down and got his eagle on with her, and that was about it. He didn't want to be with her. And I think that she was upset that Ted chose Nicole over her. That's what I think. Excuse me, that place ain't highbrow enough for Dr. Nicole. I know that's right, Miss B. She only eat at the country club, honey. Okay. That is not good for her. She ain't going in there and eating off no spoon that could have potentially been in the dishwasher with somebody else's spoons. Okay. She wants the fresh spoons, all right, and to put in her coffee and tea. Moving on. You are so funny. So Eva has been fed these lies and stories all her life about how her daddy ain't want her and this, that, and the third. My thing is, why did your mother wait until, this is what I would wonder if I was Eva. Why did your mother wait until you were full grown to come and try to make y'all presence known to Ted? Why did she do that? And why is she doing all this crazy shit? So Leslie didn't tell Eva that she was the one that pretty much ran Laura off the road. She tried to lie and say that she lied and said that that wasn't her, that she didn't do it. But if she did do it, so what? That's an opportunity for her to get a leg up and for them to properly execute their plan. I'm like, what a weirdo. You don't want her to get to know Ted, but you want her to work close enough with Nicole that she will see Ted. So I think that, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I think that Eva is starting to take a liking to that family, and I think that she's going to realize that her mother is full of shit. That's what she gonna realize. I think she gonna realize her mama crazy as fuck. And then her mother goes as far as, she was upset that Ted didn't recognize her the first time he saw her. But like, Ted don't see nobody but his wife. He is not tripping off of her. Okay. Philly Girl says, "What's up, Philly Girl for life?" She says Ted had an affair with Leslie and doesn't know they share a daughter. That's what I was saying. I don't think that he knows that they have a daughter. And my thing is, I don't know why Leslie didn't tell him. And I wonder if Ted actually told Nicole that he had an indiscretion. I wonder if he told her and they were able to, because they talked about something that happened in their marriage that they were able to get past. Remember when they were doing that little interview, y'all, and that Andre was filming? They talked about an imperfection in their marriage that they were able to get over. I wonder if that was the affair. And I think it was just like a one night thing. But so far Eva is really getting in tune with this family. She's feeling like, oh my God, I missed out on all these riches, all like I could have been a part of this family and doing this and doing that. Now, Eva, Ted is not a Dupree. Okay. Yes, your dad is a surgeon, and I'm pretty sure he would have had money too. But you're looking at his lifestyle being married to Nicole, which is a Dupree. Okay. You are not entitled to have whatever lifestyle that they have according to that, because that is his wife. Now, if he had stayed with your mama, who knows where he would have been in life. I think that Ted and Nicole both motivated each other. That's what I think. But Eva is reminiscing over this life. She was upset at first because Leslie, made her think that, this man don't care about her and this, that, and the third. But come to find out, when Ted finally saw, so Leslie went batshit crazy and pretended like she was going to jump off of the top of the hospital. Now, I thought in that scene, y'all, I thought she was going to try to pull Nicole over with her or toss Nicole over that building. I thought she was going to unalive Nicole, y'all. I was over here clutching my damn pearls. My ass cheeks was clenched. I was like, "Ooh, I'm scared, Nicole. Don't go close to her. I know you think you amazing as a therapist, but don't go over there, girl. She crazy. Leave her alone." I ain't want nothing to happen to her. But luckily, she ain't try to unalive Miss Nicole. Okay. She ain't do nothing to Nicole. So Nicole talks her down off the ledge. And now Leslie wants to go to her for therapy sessions. I'm trying to figure out what is her game plan, because after this, when they come down, finally Ted acknowledges her and he remembers who she is. And he's like, "I know you fucking lying. I paid your ass to leave my family alone. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Why are you here? What the fuck do you want?" And I think that Ted doesn't have any idea that Eva is in fact his daughter. And what's going to happen that's going to be funny is that once Eva realizes that Ted didn't know, because she's actually developing a relationship with him. They've had one-on-one conversations, even while Kat done told first of all, Kat done told Nicole, she like, "Mama, let me tell you something. I don't trust old girl. Okay. I done came in here one too many times and seen her snooping around your damn desk. I don't trust her. I got a sixth sense about this little bitch. Okay. Where is Laura? You know what? Let's get Laura on some crutches in here, because I think she feel better. We need to get, you know what? You want me to take over until we find somebody else? I don't trust her. So Kat then caught Eva snooping around. First of all, those files that Eva was looking for in the drawer. Remember when she was looking at the 2022 drawer? It was a drawer that said 2022. I'm wondering, what was she looking for in that drawer? I don't know. I don't know what she was exactly looking for. But as time went on, Eva built a relationship with Ted, and I think she's really starting to like him. So in the last episode, on episode 12, Ted was drinking a smoothie. And she says, he's like, "Oh, shoot, I left the smoothie." Like he was going to get it and throw it away. And she was like, "Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it for you." So she gets the smoothie, and I think she's going to collect DNA. Now, I'm wondering, why are you going to collect the DNA if you, like, do you not believe your mother? Like, if your mom is telling you that that's your dad, why would you not believe that? Why are you testing it out? I don't know, but I think she gonna use that straw from the smoothie. D. Herfer says maybe she's his daughter because I think she's going to get. Maybe she's his daughter because I think she's going to get a DNA test from his glass or straw. Yeah, I think she is his daughter. I mean, that's what the mama. That's what Leslie said. DNA. Yep, yep. But I'm like, why get the DNA? Leslie told you that that was your dad. So I wonder if she thinks that her mother could be possibly lying, or um, the plot twist Eva may not be Ted's in reality, just in Leslie's mind. Child, you never know, because with these soap operas, you never know. Maybe Eva wants to show him proof. Oh, that could be true. That's a good point, Philly girl for life. She knows her mother is crazy. I think she do too, because she asked her mother, she was like, "What did you do?" Not his daughter, I meant. Okay, you're saying maybe it's gonna come out that she's not his daughter. Okay. But I can see both ways. I can see it coming out that she may not be his daughter. And then I can also see it where she's trying to collect proof that she is his daughter so that she can say, listen, we had a conversation about how you said that you would be there for me if I needed you. You said you would be an ear, a shoulder for me to lean on. Well, I want you to know the whole time you've been talking to your daughter. I'm your daughter. You are the father. Okay. Meanwhile, her crazy ass mother over there salivating and playing with her rose on thoughts of getting over on Ted and Nicole. Like, she was so giddy going to lunch with Mona and the other lady. Now, the other white lady that they go to dinner with or go to lunch with all the time, that's Ashley's mother. Okay. So Ashley, like I said, is friends with Naomi, and the mother, I believe, is friends. She knows Nicole. So I'm wondering, if y'all have these floating friend groups, why hasn't anybody brought it to the attention of who this crazy little bitty is? Because this lady is crazy as hell. She has made her way into their group to try to infiltrate the family. And my thing is, I just want to know, what does she want out of this? You got paid off. Do you want more money? Do you think you want Ted? Like, what do you want? I guess that's my question. What does Leslie want? Because at this point, you're just being creepy, and I'm over her. I don't know what she wants. Um, Kalani says, I don't know why I'm thinking he's going to try to come on to her and she's going to spill the beans that she's his daughter. Oh, I hope that don't happen, child. Not Bill number 2, honey. Mm-mm. They only know her from choir practice, I think. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. That makes sense because they always talking about church and singing. That makes sense. I'm sorry, but Ashley's mom looked like she's from the trip. And do. Leslie is a woman scorned. Yeah, I think so too. I think that she feels like that should have been her life. But the problem is, you're not Nicole. What do you do for a living? That's not you. Leslie recently moved there from Chicago. Oh, okay. So they just now getting to know her. Okay. All right. She does. Yeah, she's crazy as hell. She is crazy. All right, last piece of it all, and then we're gonna get up here and we're gonna talk about some things. We're gonna talk about what y'all thinking, okay? Um, Martin and his husband. Martin got some sleep problems, okay? Uh Martin, listen. Martin don't want listen, the husband, okay? He is a prominent reporter, but Martin does not want him to do the reporting of it all anymore because he needs to just be a dad. He wants him to be a stay-at-home dad. And his husband is like, Smitty is like, listen, The kids are getting older. I don't really need to do much. We about to be empty nesters. The kids are teenagers. They ain't checking for me. Like, I want to go back into my career. He was a really, really good reporter, apparently. And Martin is like, no, because he trying to run for president. So he tells his grandfather eventually, he had been hiding it, but he told his husband that he wanted to run for president. Now, Bill, having whatever secret he has under wraps about Martin, he's going to use that to continue to have the Dupree family in his back pocket. Okay. I don't know what is going on, but I really want to know what the heck Martin did. That's what and they don't travel in the same circles. Uh, yes, sounds about right. You talking about the ladies, Mona and Ashley's mama, and Leslie. Philly girl for life says the senator has a secret that Bill covered up. Yep, absolutely. Martin wants to keep Smitty barefoot and pregnant. He ain't Barack. Not barefoot and pregnant, D. But yeah, Smitty, like, listen, I wants to go back out here and be doing the reporting of it all. I want to be releasing the big stories and the things, okay? But that is Martin and Smitty. I am waiting to see what is going on with these two because something in the milk ain't clean, okay? I don't like Leslie at all. Go away with this foolishness. Yeah, she is just batshit crazy because for you to rent a bike, now Eva said that it's not unusual for her to rent a bike and go bike riding or whatever because she liked to do that. But for you to do all of that and try to unalive somebody, ma'am, just ma'am, what is wrong with you? You crazy as hell. So I'm interested to see what she like. Why does she want to be around them? But she like gets off on knowing that Nicole doesn't know who she is. She literally gets off on it. So y'all, before we get up on the panel, I just want to lastly say, Naomi, girl, I don't know how you deal with Jacob. I couldn't. My husband would never come in here and lock up my damn mama. I don't give a shit. His apparently Jacob's dad is in law enforcement. He even sat down with his father and was talking about it. I just feel like I know what you said, Kalani, but I just feel like Jacob did way too much. I think that he was just too pressed. Like, that's your family. Get somebody else involved. Like, furthermore, Mr. Dupree, Vernon Dupree, the patriarch of the family, he has deep roots in the police department. So nobody would have mishandled Danny. So this whole cockamamie bullshit of, oh, let me have my son-in-law do it so that I can make sure that she's taken care of. No, that is to further embarrass her. That's what I think. Because with Vernon's deep roots into the police department and the favors he could have called in, nobody was going to hurt that lady. And they were right behind the police car. Like, literally, they were walking into the police station as Jacob had her handcuffed and coming in. He's I'm just trying to do my job. I'm like, you know what, you little motherfucker, like, you're doing too much. Like, that just gets on my nerves, period, when people just be doing too much and just think too highly of their damn selves and their jobs. It just be too much. I don't know. He just reminds me of that employee that has absolutely no life and is doing too much. Leslie is very pretty. Oh yeah, she's not an ugly woman. She's just crazy. Rose Armstead says Leslie is crazy and her daughter knows it. I believe she's going to turn against her. Oh, I believe so too. I absolutely believe that 1000%. All right, y'all. I am going to put the link in the chatterization. Okay. All right. So y'all go ahead. We're gonna do hold on, y'all. We're gonna do 2 at a time, 5 minutes a piece, because I know everybody wants to come up. Okay. So let's just go right ahead. Let me get Naomi up off the screen, child. But y'all, I love this show. It is super cute. Like let me tell y'all something while y'all clicking the link. So the link is in the chat, y'all. Please click the link. Feel free to click the link and come on up. My girl Philly girl is here. She is here. Okay, I'm gonna bring you up in just a second, Philly girl. Stay there. Um, I just want to say I am excited about this show. I really am. This is a very amazing, refreshing new beginning. Um, Especially of us that are coming out of that love and marriage Huntsville toxic foolishness. I'm excited to have something amazing to watch. And I'm not even mad that it's scripted. I'm not even mad that it's scripted, y'all. So I love it. I love it. This is a huge change. But welcome to the stage, Philly girl and Aunt Natty. What say you about this stuff
Hey
that's going on?
Shay.
Hello, how you be?
How
All
are
right.
you?
I snuck
I am
outside. I'm
doing
at work.
amazing.
I I love the fact.
I'm
First of all, I love the fact that we get to see a new soap because I've been a soap girl all my life.
Hmm.
So I love it that we get to see a soap from the beginning because all the ones that I watched were around a long time ago and I don't even remember them. But now that I'm an adult, to be able to see a soap from the beginning and the
Hmm.
cast, it is well written. I mean, I recognize some of the names of the writers who have been on other soaps, but this is really well written and well
Yes.
acted. It really
Hmm.
is well acted, you know. Now, some of them might be a little corny, but as a whole, these are some veteran actor and actresses, and they are doing a phenomenal job. So I really enjoy it. And thank you so much for um, doing this show because we have something else to talk about. I agree with you.
Hmm.
Love and Marriage Huntsville is falling by the wayside. This is a
Yeah.
scripted show, so we don't have to be worried about somebody that's in real life that's being ABUs and abused. So this is just fantasy. But
Yeah.
and Lord knows we need some good fantasy right about now with everything else going on in the world. So this is a good escape for all of us. So I'm really enjoying the show. So thank you so much for reviewing it. I appreciate it.
Of course. Of course. I'm enjoying it. And I'm so glad that y'all are loving it too. What say
I
you,
haven't
Miss
watched
Philly
soap
girl?
operas I haven't watched soap operas in 15 years. But Beyond the Gates got me in a
Oh, my
chokehold.
daddy. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm. Yeah.
I have watched
It is
from the
good.
first episode. I have not missed an episode. Let me tell you something.
Wow.
When Danny did their mug shots, had her music, and did her photo shoot, I said, "Go, Danny, show them you can't." But she told her, Haley. Here is my thing. I think Haley's family had a disagreement with the Duprees back in the day. I do not think she was in foster care. I think all of that is a fabricated lifestyle. I think she made friends with Haley on purpose with an agenda. And I think that agenda was to
Mm.
try to destroy the Dupree family. And she was and
Mm.
Bill had to be looking at her when she was running around with Haley as well. And the fact that while she
Mm.
was sleeping with that man, she was still coming, eating at that woman's table and calling her for things and asking for advice. That slap she gave her was not enough.
I know
As,
that's right.
as far as Leslie, since Leslie liked to rent motorcycles and take the tags off, I'm not even sure Eva is her daughter. She might have got rid of Eva's mother and stole her because that woman is batshit crazy. Did you see
Yeah.
that glance she gave Ted when he said, "Don't mess"? She said, made me think about the Wicked Witch and Wizard of Oz.
You know what Leslie reminds me of? Do y'all remember the haves and the have-nots?
Yes.
That
Yes.
crazy woman. What was her
Mhm.
name? She was a
The
good
attorney,
actress.
the attorney.
Yes,
Do
yes.
you know
She
that?
was
Do you
crazy.
do you know that attorney is really a pastor?
Really?
She spoke at our youth rally. I'm AME, and at the time our supervisor was her best friend. She is an AME pastor.
Wow.
Wow.
She's a good
And
actress also.
So,
but at Ted, I don't think he paid her off because he knew about Eva. I think he paid
mhm.
her off because she batshit crazy and she's trying to destroy their marriage. I think she
Yeah.
threatened to expose the affair. She probably had secretly taken some videos. I don't know.
Mhm.
He said an affair, so it was probably in the early stages of the marriage when both of them were busy starting up their careers. It might have been a one
Mm,
night
mhm.
stand, but I don't
Yeah.
think Eva. At first, when it first started, I said Eva gonna be Ted's daughter. I said that on another panel, but the more I think about it, I think that's all in her crazy batshit ass mind. I think she is so obsessed with that man. And
Mhm.
Eva is she looking at a picture and envisioning her picture in the picture. She crazy as her mammy is. But she is gonna turn against her. She was
Mm.
just looking
Yes,
and
Veronica.
imagining that was her. I'm like, girl, come on. And Chelsea,
Crazy.
Miss
Shay,
Chelsea
I'm
gonna
going
get
to go
mixed
ahead and
up with the
drop
wrong
down so
couple.
others come.
She gonna get mixed up with the wrong couple.
Okay, feel free to come back if you want to.
I just wanted to give other people opportunity to talk. So thanks again. I'll stay in the chat. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much for coming up.
And I think Martin might have been drunk and had an accident and unalived somebody, and that's what his nightmares is about because he can't
Mhm.
remember them. And
Mhm.
I think Bill covered it up. That's and I think
Mhm.
his husband is still secretly reporting because if you remember at the wedding, he was on the phone with somebody and he said, I'm glad I'm appreciated. And Martin walked up to him and asked him who was he talking to. And he said nobody. At first I thought he was cheating, but then I say,
Mhm.
no, he's still reporting on the low low. He
Mm.
probably
Yeah.
reporting under another name. And
He might
Vanessa,
be the one that
baby,
made that daggone Facebook group. You never know.
you never
But
know.
Aunt Natty,
And
I'm gonna go ahead. Kalani Harrelson is in the building. What say
okay,
you,
I'm gonna
Kalani?
drop
Listen, y'all.
down.
You sure? Okay, well, feel free
I'm
to
at
come back if you
I'm
want
at
to. Okay.
okay, I'm
Thank
at
you for
work. I
coming up.
can't come back. I just snuck in. All right, I'll
Oh,
be in the
thank you for
chat.
coming, Aunt Natty. I appreciate you.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, y'all. I had to take myself off screen because I feel like I was like freezing or something. It was just doing crazy stuff. But y'all, I got to give an intro to my girl Kalani. We got to do like listen, I got to do an interview with Kalani. Kalani is an actual director, producer, writer, creator, all the things. Like she can do her own movie by herself. Okay, she is a phenomenal woman in cinema and all the scripts and the things, okay?
Oh,
So I had the amazing opportunity to speak with her, which we're gonna get that, we're gonna get it done, we're gonna get it
Yeah,
done. But
yeah, we
I
are.
am super excited to hear what you have to say, and I'm so upset that I can't be on camera because this thing acting crazy, because I
That's all
need y'all to
right,
see
girl.
my expressions with what
That
she had
is
to say.
okay. Yeah, just real quick, cause I need to go
Well,
to
go
bed
for it,
because
man.
this
What you think?
that hour, just messed me up. But I'm like everybody else, I haven't seen the stories or the soap operas since years. Okay, like my jam used to be General Hospital and All My Children, all of them.
Yes.
So I was interested in seeing this particular one because it's all black. I said, I gotta support the other black creators and TV and film makers. So I'm liking it. I got just like everybody else. I got hooked. It's
Mm-hmm.
your typical stories on soap opera storylines. Um, the one that the person that stand out to me though with her acting, I mean she's doing the damn thing is Leslie. That
Mm.
At first, I thought, I was like, "Is that Tawanda?" I thought, girl, I had to look her up. I'm like, "Hold up." But the young lady, I forget her name. I think it's Michelle, but I want to say Michelle, the one that that's doing the writing. But if it's not, forgive me. But I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
She's giving the white people like our black slang. I'm like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, okay. But yeah. But overall, it's good though. I'm liking it.
I wanted to ask you the very
Mhm.
last scene where Danny was watching the press conference that Bill did, talking about how the family is. You know what? I didn't even go into this. There was a press conference done because Nicole was being interviewed, right?
Mhm.
And they were going to leave Danny out because of all the scrutiny that she was receiving
Mhm.
in the media. But then she comes in as they ask about her, and she defends herself, and she does it. She articulates it very well, and she
She
ends up
did.
coming out real scot
Mhm.
free, clean. Um, what are your thoughts on the brilliant way that they kind of kind of like how the words
They fused
connected?
it together. Yeah.
Yes, how they fuse
Yeah.
it together. Yep.
Because while Bill was giving his press conference and making her seem bad, at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, like you said, Danny was saying her spiel, but she was actually taking accountability and owning
Mm-hmm.
up to everything, making him look stupid. I was like, okay, I like that. So
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Also, one last thing. What
Yeah.
about the very last scene when she put her phone in the water or the alcohol?
And her gin and
I
tonic.
thought that was kind of ridiculous because you actually ruining your phone, and that
But she's a bitch.
interview is
She
on the
just get
internet.
another phone. Just get another
Yeah,
phone. Another gin and tonic and another phone.
right. I was just like, girl, you didn't have to do that, honey. Like
Right, right.
it's not like you putting your phone in the alcohol or the water or whatever that was is going to take the interview down that he did. It's still on the internet. Like what?
Right. But yeah, and Bill, and a lot of us do think he is fan in real life, but
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand his character. And I do agree with I forgot who said it, one of the ladies that said it before. I think that it's something to Haley's story. It's something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she's trying to work an angle or what, but it's something there. But I'm enjoying it. I'm just sitting back and relaxing and just watching it.
Yeah, it is such an easy watch.
It is. It is.
It's so fulfilling. Like, and you
Mm-hmm.
know what? I think it really does give me that nostalgia from when I was like 8 or 9 years old and it was summertime and I'm at my grandma's house and
Mm-hmm.
she watching all the stories. My favorite was The Bold and the Beautiful. I just it just brings me back to that, and then it makes me feel so good because it's black people,
Yeah.
and then I just get that extra um ice cream with the cherry on top because it's here in PG, supposed to be based here in PG
Yeah.
County. So I'm loving it. Okay. I
Me
love it.
too. It's a good.
Um yeah, for the character of Haley though,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on I mean, Audacity is her first name. Like you
Girl,
just
no, Delulu is her
crazy.
first name. Okay.
Yes. She thought that they were all supposed to be like, oh my God, Haley, we're so excited for you.
Come
Like,
here, sister.
what?
Or
Yeah.
slash. I'm like, what? What? Yeah, yeah. I was like,
I
are you serious? But again, that's like classic stories or soap opera. I say stories. I grew up saying stories.
yeah, me too.
But right,
Uh-huh.
but classic stories, not realistic type of characterizations, and it's right on par with any other soap opera. So yeah, I'm digging
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Philly
yeah,
Girl
Haley.
has
Oh my God.
a good question here. Let's talk about Danny's daughter who is into thruples.
Oh,
Yeah, what is going on with her? Yeah, Philly girl, we got to get you to come back on up here. What's up with her in her rendition of Toi? I don't understand.
Ooh, what 12, 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Girl, that's the hot thing now. So thruples and doing couple ish. So I'm not surprised at that because that's very it's that's the culture now. So yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just like, for her to be so high profile, I just
But
think
but
it's
she's
it's
with a couple though that's like low key. They have to be they're because they're private as well. So you know it, it
mm,
it works. She said she'd been with them what for a minute. So mm.
this is true, but she's like a little bit of a harlot. Like she was like with some dude the night before, and
I
going
mean,
to
can we
dinner with
really
him, and
say that though? She's young. She's just being expressive. She just
that's true.
you know
Yeah, because I'm actually one of those people that's like, I hate when it's okay for men to do it, but women can't
mm,
do it. She's
that
young and
part.
single.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking in the mindset of the Duprees, who are just so
Oh,
high
girl,
sedity
it's
and
gonna be leaked. You know they're gonna find out some type of way.
right.
You
Yeah.
know they're gonna find out. What did Philly hair girl have to say?
What you got
I,
to
I
say?
agree with you. I think because of their high profile status, and they're so highbrow and clutching your pearls, and she's constantly on social media. So I
Mm-hmm.
see somebody taking advantage, maybe try to blackmail her or
Mm-hmm.
something.
Mm-hmm.
I actually was surprised that she and her cousin talked about it so openly, because I thought it was going to be a big secret. So it's like, oh, okay, they're taking this in a different direction. It's
But
like it ain't
like
no big
the
thing.
younger generation though, that they don't see that as an issue. That's like normal, to them.
I
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen, I'm 68, so I'm okay. So if that's what people doing now, do you, boo?
Mm-hmm.
But from a soap standpoint,
Mm-hmm.
that everybody's so secretive about whatever happened with the senator. But
Right.
this, now maybe they won't care, because her mama is certainly out there doing whatever she want to do. So maybe it won't be a big thing. But it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out, and if the couple does the couple that she's hanging out with, do they know that she's a Dupree and maybe try to blackmail
Right.
her for some money? Something's going to happen, because it's a soap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm thinking.
Something's
Like,
Something's
going
in
to
what
the
if
happen.
they
works.
try to like put her in bondage or whatever? Because it's two of them. You just never know. But I wanted to, D, you are hilarious. Well,
Right.
Shay, I can't
Right.
believe you. Listen, if y'all been watching me for a while, y'all know I'm the last one to do that. Because I said if I ever get a divorce, I'm gonna have a revolving door D.
Oh,
Okay. I'm, I don't want to deal with none of these men and they
girl, look,
foolishness. Come to your
I just let go of my Andre. So at the beginning of the year, so
listen,
no.
I understand. I'm gonna have an appointment list. Okay, you be here at 10 o'clock and you get out of here at 12. So my 7 o'clock that I like to go to dinner with, we can have an evening delight. Okay, and you get on about it here because you ain't spending the night, and because I don't want you on
Listen,
my nerves. Okay.
I've been married 45 years, but God help me if anything happened to my mister. I'm not marrying another mother's son. You can't move in with me. You
That
Listen,
part.
can't live. We ain't doing none of that, and I ain't marrying nobody else. So no,
I know that's
I
right.
feel you, Philly girl. I feel you.
yeah,
I
not
know
at
that's
all.
right.
Not at all.
Well,
So do
Philly
you
girl,
think that Bill still has feelings for his?
Yes.
yeah, I was just getting ready to ask you to.
Absolutely.
What do you did both of
Absolutely.
you see episode 12? Did you both see episode
Yes.
12? Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that part right before she put the phone in the cup or in the
Mm-hmm.
glass, right? He was looking at her pictures on his iPad, looking
Right.
at the case, like her being locked up and all the stuff. Like, you just did the press conference. Why are you looking at her? And you slammed your
It's
computer
still some
shut.
feelings there because you can't, because love and hate is a thin line. They say, between love and hate.
The
So
thin
yeah,
line of love and hate.
and Haley picks up on that. She picks up on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's naive. It kind of reminds me of, not to bring Love and Marriage Huntsville into this, but I am. But it's kind of
Yeah.
like Martell. I want you to
Mm.
remain my wife and allow me to cheat and do what I want to
Mhm.
do. You
Mhm.
just sit and be pretty. And apparently, he's had, accordingly, Bill has had many affairs, but he's always kept them. He was discreet about it.
Mhm.
It was something about this little girl that
Mhm.
he decided to bust out. Now he's having a midlife crisis, looking like the Jolly
Mhm.
Green Giant. And so, she it made him feel some kind of way. So he threw, caution to the wind and left his wife. This is not going to end well for that little girl. It is
No,
not
No.
going to end well.
at
Danny
all.
know how to play the game. Haley don't know how to play the game, but she about to
Mhm.
learn. She about
Yeah.
to learn.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
about
I
to
think it's
she's about to get schooled.
For real,
absolutely.
for
But
real.
the thing is also Danny knew about his affairs and she turned a blind eye to it
Yeah. But see, he said he
because
fooled
she
around
wanted
and
their
fell in love
family.
with this one, or what he thinks is love. That's the
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah, you're
It's
right.
okay. You go ahead and play, but now don't fall in love. And then she gave
And,
up her
and
career
and
and everything.
men like this. Some men like this, like the damsel in distress. They like to be, that woman's savior. So that's,
Right, right.
how he
Hmm.
sees Haley.
Yeah. Yeah, and he keeps
Mhm.
on talking about how, you won't have to worry about that anymore, and I'll always be there for you. And
Mhm.
what do you think about him telling her? Because now he's doing the same thing that he did with Danny, where he's telling Haley to quit her job, and she
Hmm.
worked for him.
I, child, that men like that, they just, they want to, and plus because she young too, he just want that control. And
Yeah,
I'm like Miss Philly, girl. I don't see that um, ending well. So,
yeah,
He
yeah.
mm-mm.
wants to be the king of the castle. He wants his women to idolize him, and maybe, after 30 years, maybe Danny just didn't look at him the way he felt he needed to be looked at, and this girl did. So,
Hmm.
made him feel good about himself. But he's domineering and he wants to possess.
Mhm.
And he doesn't want a smart woman or a woman. So, see, that was attractive when they were dating. But
Mhm.
now that
Yeah,
you my wife, I want you to sit. Here's a black credit card, the hide and spend as much
Right.
as you want,
Right.
and you just sit and look pretty and be on my arm when I need you
Right.
to be, and I'm gonna put you back on the shelf when I ain't home. And you just need to be happy going to the country club. But then you should have moved into another neighborhood because ain't nobody gonna accept her like that.
no,
Right.
not at all. That's what I really think is like so weird about her. It's the audacity for me. Like, you really thought that everybody was supposed to be like happy for you,
Right.
and
We supposed
Danny
to
was
this
supposed to pat
kumbaya.
you on the back.
Like,
Like,
mm-mm.
what in her head made her think that they were just all going to be one big happy family and sharing butter and sugar throughout the neighborhood together? Like, I don't
Right.
get it.
Because they were friends before, and everybody's going to get over it. It's like, okay, well, let me know how you feel when he does the same thing to you, and see
Right.
how much you get
Exactly.
over it,
Yeah.
because she won't.
I wonder how much
Mhm.
I need to hear more about this separation and settlement, because I know that it had to be like a big separation of assets type of thing, but they probably not going to get deep into the woods with that. But tell me something. What do y'all think about Danny was telling Andre, you gotta leave at a certain time because I don't want people to see your car in the driveway.
Mhm.
But then that last time he had her pent up on the glass, child. So the neighbors, I bet the
It was
neighbors
like
gonna
F
know
them
your name.
neighbors. Okay.
Yeah, the neighbors gonna know your name now. Okay. What what do you think Bill is gonna think once he finds out
Ooh,
that
girl.
she been
Oh,
getting found with?
child,
Bill's gonna have a fit.
he
The
is
whole
going
family gonna have a fit because he's kind of
Mhm.
like family. So it's crazy.
Yeah.
he's gonna be hitting his
Do
head up
y'all
against the wall and calling her all kind of well, if you can do it, why can't she? You
Mm-hmm.
got your little young tenderoni at the age of your daughter. Stop.
Right. Right.
Mhm.
I like when
But do
I
y'all
do
think
like
it's
that when
weird?
everybody dressed in black for the wedding and then
Yeah, I love
they
that.
didn't stand up for the bride.
Yep. I loved that. I loved that. But do y'all think it's weird that it's Andre? Because I would think that that's kind of like her nephew. You know what I'm
I
Right.
saying?
agree with you,
I'm like,
Shay.
Yeah, I would think it's weird.
That's
I
very
don't
well.
know.
That's too close to me. That's mm-mm.
Yeah. I mean, I know they
You're my
not close.
brother-in-law's nephew. No.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
And they
do you
raised
guys,
him.
Shay, do you watch Family and Fiance?
No, no, I
It's on
should
OWN.
though.
So they had a couple that were third cousins. And this is real
Mm.
life stuff. That were
Ooh.
third cousins that were wanting to get married. They ended up calling off their engagement. So I said all that to say stranger things have been known to happen in families and
Mhm.
stuff that we now know about that we wish that we didn't because everybody puts everything on social media. So
Mm-hmm.
while for us it's like, ooh, it's like you were babysitting him at one time and now you're screwing him. Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it is creepy, but
Mhm.
sadly, I think that probably happens a lot more than we want to know.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
the
weird.
fashion, I like this point too. The fashion is
Yeah.
on point. The fashion, I love Eva's
Mhm.
hair, that natural. Oh, I love her hair, but
I think Eva is beautiful.
she's very
Even though
pretty.
her,
Yeah.
her
A
character
lot of them
is sort
are.
of diabolical,
Uh-huh.
she is beautiful. But all the women on this
They
show,
are. They are.
Will Smith's mama, everybody they doing amazing.
What, Will Smith
Is
mama?
that where she's is that where I'm remembering her from?
Yeah, she was on Fresh Prince. She was on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. She was his mother.
Wait a minute, who? Which one?
The mom,
Tamara?
Anita. Yeah, that
Uh,
was Will Smith's mama.
are you sure? Because
I
she
think that's
played the lady that played Will Smith's mother she played in Bob Hart's Abishola. I think that's two different people.
You think it's two different people? I thought
Mm-hmm.
this was her.
Yeah. No,
No.
but she's played she Tamara, I can't remember her last name, Anita. She played on another soap, but every time I look at her, it's like, okay, where have I seen her before? But these are
Yeah,
veterans. Listen, I'm surprised. Clifton Davis is 79 years old. That brother, number
yeah,
one, looks good. And
he
number
does.
two, to be able to soap, you hear soap stars say that it's the hardest work because they have so much dialogue to remember. That
Hmm.
girl, sometimes I can't remember what I did this morning, much less
and
to
it's and it's
remember
every
dialogue for a soap
and it's
opera
every day, so
every day.
Yeah.
they're
Yes,
taping a lot, yeah.
he looks
Oh my god.
fantastic.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does. I just keep thinking about him on Amen.
Yes, yes, exactly.
What
'Cause-
was her name? Not was it Velma or something? I,
um
I can't
wait,
remember her name, but
you talking about
they
on?
ended up getting married at some point. Thelma. It was
Oh, yeah,
Thelma.
yeah, 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 yeah. On
And they
Amy.
ended up getting married at some point. And I just keep thinking about him from that show, from the old days. So
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm listen. I am
I
loving this show.
Mhm.
We are
I
going
have
to
to
continue
applaud.
this.
I applaud CBS in here we are now battling with companies getting rid of DEI,
Right.
and here
Mhm.
they stepped out with the majority black cast. They got it peppered, with a little bit of salt,
You
but
have
this is a
Mhm.
black cast. End up
it
at
can't
the
be
end of the
all
show.
black on CBS.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the end of the show, NAACP is up
Mhm.
there, so that's a bold move, especially in the
Mhm.
climate of today. So I have
Yeah.
to applaud them for that. And again, it is definitely well written and entertaining.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I'll give y'all one little surprise. I was looking at the character list on IMDb, and we
Mhm.
saw Miss Karen Huger, ironically, sitting at a bar. But
Yes.
another,
Right. Isn't that crazy?
it was so weird. I was like, wow, well, as the
Mm.
world turns for sure.
Mm.
And she
But
may have had a recurring role, but she gonna be a little busy
yeah, she
Just
she
a
gonna
little
be
bit.
before
she
This
got
is
she
some
come
stuff to
back.
do. But
Yeah.
Contessa is on the list. She's going to play a character called Tyra on one
Really?
episode. Yeah, so we can look forward to seeing Contessa Metcalf on this season at some point.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm interested to see what she about to bring. Maybe she gonna be a doctor. Who knows? That would be very cliche. But anyway, Thank you, ladies, so much for coming up. We will do this every week because I'm absolutely in love with this show, and I love y'all commentary. Thank you so much, Philly girl. You know, my girl Kalani brought her expertise to the whole thing. Thank you, Aunt Natty, for coming up, and thank you, Dee, for keeping the chat rolling. Like Dee always. She always has funny things to say. And also special shout out to Miss B. She actually told me about the other channel that was reviewing it. And please, y'all, if y'all look at my posts on Instagram on my community wall, please support that channel as well. Go over there and subscribe, watch their reviews. I really want to give this show a lot of attention because again, as Philly girl and Kalani brought up, with all this DEI stuff going on, we have to support each other as best as possible in this. And what a way to support each other with such an amazing piece of content. So thank you so much. I am going to go to the gym now, y'all.
All right, you have a good oh, it's late for you. Have a good evening.
I
I'm on the
know I
West
didn't
Coast.
get to go earlier, so I wanted to get this out for y'all. So I'm gonna go now.
Well, thank you. Be safe. And
Yes,
yeah, we need to change the algorithm so that this show gets on more people's feed, and we can start talking about it, so we can keep the ratings up. Because
absolutely.
just as well as they bring a show, they'll cancel a show. So
If 1,000%, I 1,000,000% agree with you for
yeah.
certain. All
All
right,
right, my
thank y'all
sis.
so
Listen, have a
much.
good night, ladies. It was
All
great
right, you
talking to
too.
you.
You
Bye.
too. Y'all, this Philly girl reminds me of Dee's voice. I just love hearing them talk. Like they're both so proper and well spoken. I love it. I just love it. But thank y'all so much for watching. Let me see if I can come on camera real fast if it's not acting crazy. All right. Yeah, I look crazy. I don't know why this thing got me freezing. I look high. I don't know. I promise y'all I'm not. I don't do those things. I'm drinking water. All right. Well, thank y'all so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'm gonna go finish my little workout for the night and take it on in. But we're loving the show. We're gonna keep on watching it, reviewing it, and we'll do a panel every week. So thank y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.